Hey Colonels, how we doing? It's Mr. Connors, and we would like to welcome you all back to another year at CO Harrison. We are very excited to be back on campus at 585 Neeb Road. And I got to tell you, we've got some new things in place and some new traditions that'll be started and some things that we've learned during this process. The first, as you can tell, is obviously we will be wearing face masks in school and anytime we're around each other. Thankfully, right now, I'm not around anybody but myself, so I'm going to take off my mask for the rest of this video and you'll be able to understand me a little bit better. So Colonels, we've got some new safety procedures to put in place for you all. Arrival, dismissal, lunch, how we're going to do things. For example, when you arrive at school, you're going to arrive in the same way you normally would. However, to keep the hallways clear and clutter-free, we're going to enter into different doors. We're excited to welcome preschoolers on campus this year for the first time, and they'll enter in the first set of doors over by the cafeteria.
I can find my way through the trees. So don't, wait, fall.
That'll be our first graders and our kindergartners. So if you're looking for me, I'll be here in the trees. If you go down the driveway a little bit to the second and third grade hallway where the playground area is, that's where our second and third graders will enter.
I think I finally found life.
And our fourth and fifth graders, since they're so mature and they've been with us the longest, they're going to walk all the way around to the back of the building and enter down by the fourth and fifth grade.
And I don't want to see life.
But parents, don't worry. We'll have teachers at every door helping out in every possible way we can to make sure this transition is as smooth as possible for all of our students, like we always do here at CO Harrison, because we're constantly preaching about being a Colonel family, and that's exactly what we're going to be this year, is a great big Colonel family. So we have that in place. At dismissal, we'll do the same thing with the doors. However, this year we'll have two dismissals. We'll have a carpool 1 and a carpool 2. Depending on your last name and depending on the model that we're in, you'll either go home in carpool 1 or carpool 2. Carpool 1 will start at 3:15, carpool 2 will start at 3:45, and our goal is that everybody's home safely off campus by 4 o'clock like we have been in every year in the past. So those things will be in place as well. And the students will dismiss at the same doors, but our parking lot procedures on pickup will be the exact same way. We'll get you in, we'll get you lined up in your rows, we'll get students to you, and then we'll get you out and we'll line up the next set of carpools. So please work with us on that. Follow all the procedures necessary because safety is obviously our number one. Another new thing this year, our specials. Our students are not going to go to specials classes to start the year. Rather, our specials teachers are going to come to our students, so there's not transitioning of classes and kids in the hallways, contacting different points and touching everything. That's a safety procedure. Our specials will also go for 3 weeks instead of every third day. So your student will have art for 3 weeks in a row, then they'll have music for 3 weeks in a row, then they'll have physical education for 3 weeks in a row, and that balances out pretty much the whole quarter. So they'll see the teacher the same amount of times. It'll just be all together instead of every third day, which is a nice new feature that we'll have here at CO Harrison, and we're excited about that. Lunchroom procedures, a little bit different again. We're trying to be socially distanced and culturally aware and make sure that we're all good to go. So we will have lunch in the MPR and in the gym with different classes and different lunch periods at different times so that we can sanitize, wipe down, and get kids through the line and make sure that they still have those experiences of lunches with their friends. We're going to go out to recess like normal, with the exception we won't use recess equipment, and kids will stay with each other in their homerooms while they're at recess and get some fresh air. Anytime we're in the building and we're around other kids or people, we're going to have our masks on. And the biggest thing that we're going to ask our parents do is model this behavior at home. The biggest thing we can do to help our students feel comfortable and safe about coming back to school is model for them the behavior that we expect. If we do that and we make sure we tell our students and everybody how great this school year is going to be, we're going to have another fantastic year here at CO Harrison. We can't wait to get everybody back on September 3rd and then again on September 4th and see all of our colonels again. We're excited to be back on campus. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us, and there will be some emails that have gone out. Make sure you have your emails up to date in our One Call Now system. That is how we will communicate this year. We will not be collecting email addresses. It is up to you to have them up to date in our One Call Now system. We are excited. Our PTA theme for the year is We Are a Team. Our goal is that each homeroom is going to come together as a team. They will be on a team, they will interact with their team, and they will not interact with everybody else's team. Safety first. Let's get after it this year, and let's make 2021 the best year it can be. Even though it looks different, it's going to feel the same, because that's what we do here at CO Harrison. Have a great day, and we look forward to seeing you back on campus again.